Festo. Atiku, Obi, CSOs, others fume over raid of NLC headquarters by security agents. The numbers to call are 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06-416. We're live on Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria InfoPH. You can watch as you listen and drop your comments on those platforms. Remember to turn off your radio, go straight to the point, and you have, I'm hoping you stick to 60 seconds. I'll be taking my first call in a matter of seconds, but let's see what's happening on Facebook before I do that. Kingboy says, federal government suspending registration of rice. President Tinubu is always making hasty policies without thinking about it. That's interesting. Abinoye calls from Abua. Good morning.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning.
Yes, yesterday there was a break. There was a recess on the protest. And the reason is that they wanted to mourn those who died during the protest. I think that is a good thing. The people who died during the protest, they're even more than the Democracy Day, even the independence per se, because these people are for humanity. They are working for the generality of the people. And there is a need for us to immortalize them. I'm thinking that if a better government will come, these persons will be seen as real patriotic citizens. For those of them who are opposing them or who killed those persons, posterity will not forgive them. Those of them who said they were concerned citizens, opposing the problem that is even affecting them. Recently, I bought, one custard of beans for 8,500. That money was used to buy one bag of beans some time ago. And these are the people that we are working against. I think the security operatives should note that what these persons are doing is for their own good. I also want to thank those of them who are, for the simplified movement. Most of all, the chairman of Abodwa, CTC chairman of Abodwa, that has given light, to various communities.
All right, thank you very much.
There is a mall.
Thank you, Abinoye. You had already exceeded the time, and I'm not here for the business of shout-outs. Dede from Iwofe, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you today?
I'm well. Please go ahead.
Yes, we get an article reacting over what DSS did to the office of NLC in Abuja. And DSS is denying of that raid. You can imagine how the government is treating issues. That people are protesting, and you think that the best way is to still use the power that you're supposed to have used to guide and protect the people against the people. It is very, very unfortunate. Also, the protesters vowed to resume protesting today in Port Harcourt, and police aiding some thoughts, according to the alleged report from the protesters. I think, I don't know how we get here, where you cannot express your displeasure over what then they called democracy. If not that we are saying that we are practicing democracy, Tinubu wouldn't have been sitting there as a democratically elected president. Now, under democracy, you don't have that freedom of expression, association, expressing yourself or your displeasure over the government. And now they are trying to turn the whole thing into one government system that everybody must support Tinubu. Meanwhile, Okocha is here criticizing and accusing the governor. And nobody, no state governor from any state that is accusing or protesting against the government of Tinubu. Nigeria can never be one state government.
Okay.
They must draw position and their voice must be heard.
Thank you, Dede. Blessed, I beg your pardon. Good news from Mile 3. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Yes. My main interest of this morning is about the Senate and the probe of the refineries in Nigeria. When I heard that in English, I laughed loud. I knew that they were just doing
My goodness.
They can't be serious. They have not shown seriousness. We are talking about what belongs to us. What stops the executive arm, Mr. President, to come, the legislative arm, Akbabi, to come, the judiciary arm, Ariwolu, to come? They sit down and look at what is that thing that is making our own crude oil not to enter all refineries. What is making that thing to make not our NPC, not giving crude to Dangote refinery? That they are just playing around the periphery, beating around the bush. They know the truth. They know what to do. They are coming to probe. Probe what? Who are they probing? Who don't want to probe Melekari? They don't want to probe Orango Filling Station, who is alleged that bought Aji. Don't to probe, don't they say they bought refinery in Malta? What are they deceiving themselves about and the scoop? Having said that, police, they just has denied great office of NLC. I think for justice to come up openly and deny it, we should start looking if the police have dressed like DSS, gone into NLC office to do one thing and put it in the name of protest.
Okay.
And it is high time too. People who think that they want to sponsor wicked people to go and hijack the protest.
Thank you. Good news.
Think otherwise.
Thank you very much. Bless from Alu. Good morning.
Good morning, Sam Oracle.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
From United States of Alo, I'm greeting you.
All right.
Saying our federal government suspended the 40,000 naira bag of rice. According to them, say that the only civil servant need to register before you buy. It's not dividend of the democracy we are talking about. Nigeria state is a moribund. Why can't you do the needful things? We say that the costing of the goods in the market is very, very expensive. Why can't you cut cost of the production of this thing and the cost of governance, reduce it drastically? Our senators are collecting bounties of money every month by month. Nobody say anything about it. My brother Sam, let's say you are employee and you employ me. You are the one to tell me how much for me to collect as a salary. Imagine that we employ all these senators. Instead of us to tell them how much we need to give them as salary, they are decided to take whatever they want every month, which is uncalled for. This is the reduction of cost of government we are talking about. Reduce it. We are buying. The final is not showing. I've spent money, a lot of $3 billion. You see here, the refinery state of moribund. See what our governor doing here, try to elicit property from citizens. So he's instructed all the caretaker local government chairmen. See what Dr. Darlington, what he's doing in the local government, empowering people. This is the same thing we are talking about. This is the of the democracy. This is message of hope for the people. Instead of our affairs, River State is the most important state. See what is happening. Police barricaded all the state and local government secretariats. Federal government.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Blessed. But very quickly, the Nigerian state is not moribund. That's a comment you made earlier. I'm certain that there are better words to express your frustrations, or however you may feel. So choose them wisely. Justice from Omodioga. Good morning.
My friend Sam, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
I wish you the same.
All of us in Omodioga, we are greeting you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yes. Federal government suspend the sale of 40k rice. I am happy to hear this news. I am not happy because federal government don't want to sell it again. Because I am not happy the way it was first introduced. How can you say you want to cushion the effect of hardship in the land, and you want to say you are selling to these people servants? It is wrong now. It is not only people servants that are facing the hardship in Nigeria. The hardship in Nigeria is being felt by everybody in this country. So whatever is that you are introducing to cushion the effect of hardship, it means that everybody in this country should also benefit from it. Not only the civil servants. I want to beg the federal government, come back with another innovation, with another intervention to cushion the effect of hardship. And it should be benefited. It should go to all our countries. What does in the north, in the south, in the east, in the west. Not only civil servants. And I am very happy with the empowerment going on in all the local governments by the six chairmen. We need this empowerment now because there is hunger in the land. Kudos to the chairman of Federal and local government who will soon kick off the empowerment. We are happy. Rivers people are happy with the empowerment because we need it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Letambari calls from Bori. Good morning.
Good morning, Sam Oracle.
Good morning.
Yeah. Let me look at Port Harcourt and bad governance vow to return today.
Okay.
Sam Oracle, I wish to sound this to these protesters. The protest they are doing should have a sign that people protested, and this is what they achieved from it. I'm not just going on the streets trying to cause mayhem on people. I think that will sound, with what has happened, which they were faced with some oppositions, will make them learn a lesson, because the protest they are doing, they have no placards. There is nothing they are telling the government. And I will also want to sound this to the government of Nigeria, both the federal and the states. They should start amending their ways from this protest. They should start amending their ways, because sometimes what I am seeing, the next protest might not end well. So whoever that is in charge of the either be president or governor should amend its way. Lastly, federal government suspends registration for 40,000 naira rice. You see, they have started again. This is their back and front promise. Have started again. That is one problem we have with Nigerian government. Today, you will hear something. Tomorrow, they will come up with another statement. Is it how we will continue and end it? That is why you see the youth are angry, because it seems they are not sincere to the people. Say one thing, and the people will work on that, so that they will have a way to follow them up. I'm not seeing them as people who are not sincere, who are not straightforward.
Thank you very much. But for the protest, I'm certain I've seen protesters with placards. All right, let's see what's happening on Facebook. Bakel John says the attack on journalists covering the End Bad Governance protest is totally condemnable and unprofessional. I'm calling on the Commissioner of Police to call his boys to order. Adi Okeosisi says hunger is a reality. It has no political party. Chukwudi Ibanugo. I was not surprised hearing about the suspension of the sale of the 40,000 naira rice, because when they decided that you have to register, I knew something was fishy. Meanwhile, my question is, when and where was the rice sold? Who bought them? Nigeria seems to be a country of many dramas. The more you look, the less you see, he says. Lorenzo Delight, still on that platform, says those accusing police of using hoodlums to disrupt protests should tell us why some of them are looting and harassing people. If Dangote Refinery is designed to refine Nigerian crude, then why are they importing? Any updates given by Senate Committee on Petroleum will be taken seriously when we see positive changes. And thank God that Weibo says Governor Sim's administration is committed to lifting poor and vulnerable people in the state out of poverty. With the various policies he has marshaled out, let's rally around and give him all the necessary support he needs to move the state forward. Good morning, Oracle. This is from King Boy. The federal government suspending the registration of rice. President Tinubu is always making hasty. I think I'm taking this. And Lawrence Friday says protesters coming back to the street today. Please let the protesters be very careful, because it's obvious that some enemies of the poor masses, people that want poor masses to die of hunger, are against the protest, all because they only want to eat and their families. Victoria Akume Fulas simply says, good morning. Good morning to you too. And Kifu Peru says, NAF strikes terrorist enclave, destroys bomb factory in Borno. We need more of this. Plateau kits security agencies with 100 motorcycles to protect farmers. Nice one. If only they'll use it well, not to use it against what is the main for President Tinubu's. Okay, I didn't get that. Well, thank you very much. Let's see what's happening on WhatsApp. Good morning. Atiku Obi calls for probe of military raid, NLC building, and the killing of that young boy in Zaria. It's a welcome call. But will the probe yield any results? No, he says. This is not the first time we're hearing and nothing happens. Comrade Kerry Henry from Oyibo. Okay. Hi Sam, it's unfortunate that some people who are against the suffering masses still allow themselves to be used by anti-people forces to disrupt peaceful protest here because of peanuts that cannot last them a week. They will suffer for it, Awa says. And Christian Williams says the decision of the protesters to continue the protest is good, but I will not support destroying and looting people's shops. That's Christian Williams from Iboeche. Adolphus Joel says, good morning. On the alleged attacks on genuine protesters in River State, it's indeed ridiculous and undemocratic. How could that be when it's glaringly clear that hunger, hardship, high cost of petrol, high cost of living, and other self-inflicted sufferings have strangulated Nigerians to death? Let the hirelings go back to their paymasters and blame them for those avoidable woes on Nigeria. And this charade, Elder Joel Adolphus from Degema. Let's see. Confidence says suspension of 40k bag of rice by President Tinubu. Does it mean that the president does not have advisors? Now why, he says. And my final WhatsApp comment says, good morning. The federal government suspending the sale of the rice to civil servants is very funny. President Tinubu is in a haste to make decisions. That's from Obiajunwa, thank God, from HA. Let's go back to the phone lines. 0817-923-0002. Turn off your radio, go straight to the point, and in 60 seconds, make sense. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sammy, good morning.
Good morning, what's your name?
Okay, good morning.
Go ahead.
Government suspend selling of price for 40,000 naira. I don't know what the president is in the haste to put a program he cannot complete. What a program he has put in there, he has put it off. What was his plan before? But my main concern this morning is the protesters that say their money is for the people that lost their life in Nigeria for this protest. I want to join them to mourn for those that lost their lives. So I want to beg Nigerians, those that lost their life in this protest should be honored as heroes of Nigeria. Do you know why? These only protests are seen that made for hunger and bad governance in Nigeria. Since I was born, this is the first time I've seen the program made for hunger and hunger. So I don't know what those that are going to stop them there. Are they not hungry? Those policemen that went to that activity to go and put them out, they are finding that they're not hungry. Some this protest for hunger and bad governance, not for against anybody. Nigerians are hungry. The police of President Bola Tinubu are bad policies. Resources removal, those of the Niger, raising taxes. People cannot find anything. So that is what people are protesting, hunger and bad governance. So the president should change and revise himself to put Nigerians on the fight because Nigerians are hungry, Sammy. Good morning.
Good morning. On Twitter, Okonte Gillis says, good morning. Subsidizing bags of rice for public servants was a thoughtless decision in the first place. Public servants are not the only ones hit by the hard policies. All average and poor Nigerians are. Good morning.
Good morning, Oracle.
Good morning. What's your name?
So what is calling from Oracle?
Please go ahead.
Yes, federal government suspend the sale of rice. Does it mean that the rice was not there, was not ready? What is the reason? I remember that this rice, a lady mentioned, I think last time, that was rice seized by importers. And federal government didn't come out to defend if it was true or lie. I think if they are not ready to help Nigerians, Tinubu should resign. He should resign because he has nothing to offer Nigerians. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Walter. And while I heard what you said loud and clear, I was also interested in the melody of the bird in the background. Okerego Evans says indecision is a president, I beg your pardon, is a problem of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do I have another comment? Okay, Okonte Gillis again says subsidizing. Okay, I think I'm taking that. Well, this will have to be my final call. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
It's Sam.
Hi, Sam. Good morning.
It is Sam. Listen, I'm going to protest.
Please don't. Please don't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, move faster on the line.
All right.
Protesters vow to hit the street today as they also accuse the police of aiding the people who attacked them For me, I think this is going to be like a test for the police, because I'm aware that today is supposed to be the last day. So I want to appeal to the police, in as much as we want the protesters to be peaceful, not to allow themselves to be used by people who are against the people. Because for me, yesterday on your news, you had when one of those hoodlums who attacked the protesters saying that they were at the Federal Secretariat since 5 a.m. in the morning with the police and other, sister security agencies. So for me, the police should allow the protesters to do their thing in peace, so that, they don't begin to be seen as people who are anti-people. And then again, lastly, let me say that the accusation on the JSS of raiding the Labour Party, NLC or Secretariat.
Very quickly, we're down to final seconds.
What we need clarification on. They should come to explain to Nigerians why they would want to invade the NLC Secretariat.
All right. Well, for the people you call hoodlums, I believe that they, according to the reports of our news, are a body that went with some title. I can't remember right now. But thanks for being a part of the newspaper review. You've heard that important conversations, the biggest ones from Port Harcourt, happen on this station. There's no reason to doubt that. This morning, we have interesting ones coming up. Please stay with us.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right